Dear listeners, welcome to the Magical Professions podcast, your gateway to the realms of science fiction, fantasy, and magic. I'm your host, Almuda, and I'm thrilled to be your guide on this enchanting journey. In this extraordinary adventure, we explore the mesmerizing world of magical professions. We all know there are countless jobs in our world, but did you know? There are even more magical professions hidden from plain sight. That's what we're here to discover. Throughout this podcast series with me, Almuda, as your companion, we'll delve into these extraordinary professions by exploring sources such as sci-fi and fantasy books, movies, legends, and more. We'll unravel the enchanting mysteries not only from the pages of ancient texts, but also from the immersive worlds created by talented authors and filmmakers. From village protectors to interdimensional border guards, we'll cover it all. But we don't want to embark on this adventure alone. We invite you to be a part of our quest. Share your magical insights, stories from your own experiences, and sources you've come across in the realm of sci fi and fantasy. Your stories, dear listeners, are a vital part of our journey, and we're eager to include them in our exploration of magical professions. In this magical adventure, we have three exciting goals that we'll be pursuing together. Goal one: learn about the variety of magical professions and magical tools the magical professionals use. We'll embark on a quest to uncover the incredible diversity of magical professions that exist beyond the ordinary. From spellcasters to technomags, we'll delve into the enchanting world of careers that defy imagination. As it pertains to every profession, we will explore the magical artifacts each of the magical professionals is using to successfully fulfill their role. Goal 2: figure out how to become a magical professional. Ever wondered how one transitions from the mundane to the magical? We'll brainstorm together with you what it takes to become a magical professional. What qualities, experiences, knowledge, and skills should you possess to work in the field of magic? What are the secrets and pathways that lead to becoming a true magic professional? Whether you're a novice or a seasoned practitioner, there is always something new to discover. Goal 3: make our world more magical. But our journey doesn't end there. Together, we will weave the tapestry of wonder and enchantment in our own world. We believe that the magic within us can transform the ordinary into the extraordinary. With your participation and insights, we'll strive to make our world a bit more magical with each episode. So, get ready to step into a realm where reality and fantasy intertwine, where science fiction meets sorcery, and where we'll achieve these magical goals with every episode. Welcome to the Magical Professions Podcast, your portal to the wondrous realms of sci fi, fantasy, and magic, hosted by yours truly, Almuda. Magical Professions presents Episode 1: Telepathic Space Exploration. Hello, dear listeners. Almuda here, welcoming you to the first episode of the Magical Professions podcast. Today, we're diving deep into the captivating world of telepathic space exploration. So, strap in and let's set our minds free. Our first stop is the cosmos of science fiction, with Shepherd Blaine leading the way. He is not just any space explorer, but a telepathic one, a central figure in Clifford Simak's time is the simplest thing. Now, in Simak's universe, space isn't just a physical expanse, it's a mental frontier. At the heart of this story is Fishhook, an organization with a unique device that allows Blaine, who has telepathic abilities, to mentally leap across galaxies, leaving his physical body behind. Think of it as astral projection with an interstellar twist. But things take turn when Blaine meets an alien, a being of pink mystery. After this and several other peculiar encounters, Blaine undergoes a dramatic transformation. He no longer needs technology to space hop. His mind becomes his vessel, and not just for mental voyages. His entire being can now traverse the universe. But, as they say, with great power comes great responsibility and danger. Seen as a potential threat, Blaine faces challenges and adversaries. His journey, however, is not just about survival, it's about unlocking the potential in himself and in others, envisioning a universe where mind takes on a whole new dimension. For the curious souls among us, Blaine's evolution poses an exciting question. What if the limits of consciousness are just waiting to be explored, expanded, and even exceeded? But before we journey further, let's ground ourselves a bit. What is telepathy? How do we describe this mesmerizing mental dance? In simple terms, telepathy is defined as the mind to mind transfer of information. No speech, no gestures, no written words, just pure, unfiltered thought transmission. It's a subset of what many call extrasensory perception or ESP. And while books and movies adore this concept in the corridors of science, telepathy remains an enigma, a topic of fascination, curiosity, and, of course, skepticism. So, whether you are a believer or a skeptic, telepathy undeniably weaves a spellbinding narrative, both in fiction and our age old quest to understand the human mind. Now, what are the roots of telepathic thought? Let's set our minds in rewind and journey through the ages. From the dawn of human culture, the notion of silent communication has been woven into the very fabric of our stories and beliefs. Before telepathy even had a name, its essence, conversing silently across distances, was already magical to us. In the days of old, when mysticism blended seamlessly with daily life, shamans, priests, and oracles were seen as conduits, said to receive divine whispers directly into their minds. Then, as the clock hands moved to the 19th century, Europe and America witnessed a surge in spiritualism. Seances and clairvoyance became the talk of the town, and the line between the living and the departed seemed to blur. Enter Eusebia Palladino, a famed Italian medium who, while controversial, exemplified the era's deep fascination with the unknown. But telepathy wasn't only for spiritualists. Upton Sinclair, a name many of you might recognize, penned mental radio in 1930s. Not a science fiction thriller, but a documentation of his experiments. He wasn't claiming to be a telepath, but his studies with his wife suggested a hint of something unexplained. The 20th century saw attempts to put telepathy under the microscope, with experiments striving for a scientific explanation. Even the US government was curious, exploring psychic phenomena's potential in projects like Stargate. Today, performance like Darren Brown remind us of our persistent allure with telepathy, even if through clever tricks and keen observations. The pages of history shimmer with tales of silent thought sharing, from divine whispers to scientific probes. And while concrete proof may still elude us, the tale of telepathy, from ancient shamans to modern illusionists, keeps our imagination ever enthralled. Navigating the vast expanse of telepathic exploration in literature, one can't help but ponder what science has to say about telepathy. How much have we truly unearthed about this intriguing phenomenon? Dear listeners, telepathy remains a tantalizing topic in tales. But when we turn the pages toward science, the narrative shifts. Despite numerous attempts, compelling evidence for telepathic communication remains elusive. Notable experiments conducted under stringent controls have often produced inconclusive outcomes. Some suggest that our brains knack for finding patterns in the chaos or unconscious cues shared between individuals might account for perceived telepathic encounters. Hence, for now, the world of science categorizes telepathy more as a tantalizing tale than a tested truth. Speaking of tantalizing tales, the science of magic provides a fascinating fusion of illusion and cognition. This domain, anchored in cognitive science, delves deep into our perception during magical performances. Over the ages, magicians have honed tactics that tap into our brain's tendencies, artfully guiding our senses. Telepathy themed acts in magic are, in essence, a meticulous orchestration of attention, perception, and expectation. Cognitive psychologists dive into the very fabric of such illusions, shining light on the magic tricks to understand our minds. You can learn more about this research work from the Science of Magic Association, SOMA, which, quote unquote, promotes rigorous research directed towards understanding the nature, function, and underlying mechanisms of magic. Telepathy has long danced on the borders of myth and reality. While its existence in the form we've imagined might be debatable, the contemporary world of neuroscience presents an intriguing alternative. Enter the world of brain computer interfaces, or BCIs. Devices engineered to read the neural symphonies of our minds and translate them into discernible signals. Just imagine a world where we can bypass the spoken or written word and instead connect directly through the vast networks of our brains. While it might not be the telepathy of old legends, this brave new frontier heralds a thrilling epoch of interconnected minds. Of course, such advancements don't come without their ethical and technical dilemmas, but they certainly pave the way for a transformative paradigm in how we communicate. Recent studies have shown just how close we might be to turning this vision into a reality. A 2022 research piece in Nature Communications, led by the group of scientists at the University of California, San Francisco, UCSF, revealed an exciting potential. They use speech neuroprosthesis to bring back communication for those silenced by paralysis, transforming direct brain signals into letters and spelling full sentences in real time, silently. Imagine spelling apple, but instead of saying it, you merely think of the code word alpha, and the letter A is spelled out for you. Their system, leveraging cutting edge deep learning and language modeling, achieved this with remarkable accuracy. Pushing the envelope even further. The same team of researchers in 2023 published a groundbreaking study in the Nature Journal. They achieved a real time decoding of silent speech into textual output, speech audio, and even facial avatar animation. The implications? A paralyzed individual might not only communicate through text, but could also have their thoughts synthesized into speech. More so, they could use an avatar to convey their sentiments via facial expressions. And what's mind blowing is the speed and accuracy of this system, showcasing potential rates of 78 words per minute with minimal errors. Hmm, But it's not just the scientific community making waves. Elon Musk, the visionary behind SpaceX and Neuralink, holds ambitions of Mars colonization with the development of the Starship rocket. Concurrently, through Neuralink, he is delving into the realm of brain computer interfaces, which aim to enhance direct interaction of people with computing devices. Speculations have arisen suggesting the potential of using Neuralink's BCI technology to remotely control robots or machinery on Mars from Earth, optimizing exploration safety and efficiency. However, as of early 2022, there is no official confirmation of such a combined venture. It's vital to stay updated with official company announcements for the latest on this intriguing intersection of space exploration and neuroscience. As of early 2022, this melding of mind and space remains more a tantalizing possibility than a confirmed reality. The realm of what we once dubbed telepathy is unfolding before our very eyes. From scientific breakthroughs to visionary dreams. The future beckons with promise. As we stand on the cusp of such innovations, one thing is for certain. The way we communicate is about to undergo a transformation like never before. Have you ever paused to consider what instruments can propel one into the world of magical vacations and or support magical professionals in their jobs, each of which has a distinct magical framework? What can amplify already existing magical abilities? Within the intricate narratives of Clifford Simak's Time is the Simplest Thing, the telepaths of Fishhook utilize a distinct mechanism to enhance their already impressive skills. This device, which we could playfully dub a magical instrument, serves as a bridge, a connection between the boundless cosmos and the intricate workings of a telepath's mind. Even though it sounds like something from a sci fi story, it's really about the combination of natural talent and technology. In one word, in one phrase, cognitive enhancement, if you wish. For Blaine and his peers, this tool is more than just an aid, it's a symbol, a link between their human essence and the celestial. But let's rewind a bit. How did Blaine awaken his telepathic prowess? How does one, even in fiction, become a telepathic cosmic voyager? Dive with me into these speculative sci fi explorations. Number one, alien encounter. On an expedition, Blaine stumbles upon an age old alien relic or being that reshapes his neural framework, bestowing upon him telepathy. Number two, genetic predisposition. A unique genetic marker in Blaine's DNA predisposes him to telepathic capabilities, triggered or heightened by specific circumstances. Number three, tech gone awry. An experimental neural procedure intended to amplify cognition inadvertently sparks Blaine's telepathic faculties. Number four, evolutionary progress. Blaine embodies humanity's evolutionary future, where telepathy emerges as an evolutionary advantage. Number five, mysterious element encounter. Blaine, while on an expedition, interacts with an enigmatic element, be it as a gas or mineral, that reshapes his brain to facilitate telepathic interactions. Number six, spiritual epiphany. A profound spiritual experience or ritual stores latent telepathic powers within Blaine. Number seven, neural reconfiguration. An unforeseen accident results in a unique brain adaptation, unexpectedly unveiling telepathic talents. Alien symbiosis would be number eight. Blaine forges a connection with an extraterrestrial being renowned for telepathy, gradually adopting some of its abilities. Number 9, deliberate mastery. In Blaine's universe, perhaps telepathy is an innate human trait. Through rigorous training or specific tools, he succeeds in unlocking and refining this gift. Number 10, symbiotic infection. What do you think about this one? A harmonious virus merges with Blaine's neural architecture, endowing him with telepathy as an unintended consequence. And number 11, page turned enlightenment. Blaine, in his insatiable thirst for knowledge, stumbles upon an ancient tome, a book that is more than just words. As he delves into its pages, he realizes it's not just any book, but a magical instrument filled with the power to unlock latent abilities. Every word, every phrase, a key to a world of telepathy. Reading this book, he is drawn into its powerful enchantment, which gradually unfolds the tapestry of telepathic abilities within him. It's a bond between the mysticism of ancient worlds and the profound depths of the human mind. And speaking of books as magical instruments, dear listeners, stay tuned for our future episodes where we will delve deep into the world of the librarians and their unbelievable tales. From arcane volumes to cryptic chronicles, learn how books have not just informed but transformed destinies. The line between magic and reality often is just a page away. So, dear listeners, which of these thrilling narratives resonates most with your imagination? Shepherd Blaine's metamorphosis from an everyman to a telepathic interstellar envoy encapsulates the allure of such transformative journeys. Drawn by wonder and a relentless pursuit of the unknown, he becomes a beacon of telepathic communication among the stars. So, what does it take to be a telepathic space explorer like Blaine at Fishhook? It's not just about having the ability to communicate with your mind. Blaine's success came from more than just his telepathic skills. He had determination, was quick to adapt, and always wanted to learn more. Remove limits of his consciousness. His deep connection to mysteries and things we can't easily explain made him stand out. But it wasn't just who he was inside. His experiences, meeting different people, understanding new languages, and diving into the world of science shaped him. These experiences made him better, ready for the challenges of space exploration. So, listeners, if you lived in a world of sci fi, what would you need to be a great telepathic space explorer? What skills and passions would set you apart? Hi there, dear listeners. Now, If Shepherd Blaine's telepathic journeys in Clifford Simak's time is the simplest thing have captured your imagination, you might be wondering, are there other literary journeys that dive into this unique realm of telepathic space exploration? Well, you are in for a treat. Let's embark on a quick galactic tour of some standout works that have doubled in this fascinating intersection of mind and cosmos. First, we have mind and cosmos. First, we have Ursula K. Le Guin's The Left Hand of Darkness, a part of her famed Hainish cycle. Here we encounter the Ecumen and their trained mobiles who use mind speech, a form of telepathy, to traverse and understand alien cultures. Then there is the sweeping desert landscapes of Frank Herbert's Dune, where the Ben Gesserit Sisterhood and the navigators from the Spacing Guild employ their own versions of telepathy and prescience to navigate both political and literal space. Alfred Bester gifts us with the stars my destination, where jotting, a form of mental teleportation, revolutionizes the way society functions and explores. The realm of telepathic communication also touch the pages of Dan Simon's Hyperion and Orson Scott Card's Ender's Game, each offering their own unique spins on mind to mind interactions. And let's remember Theodore Sturgeon's More Than Human, a tale of evolved humans with shared consciousness, and Anne McCaffrey, the Rowan series, which brings to life talents with powerful telepathic abilities, navigating vast cosmic distances. This just scratches the surface, though. Telepathy as a bridge to the stars has been a theme that's enthralled writers and readers alike, pushing the boundaries of what it means to communicate, understand, and explore. So, dear listeners, with such a rich tapestry of stories out there, we are curious. Which of these tales piques your interest? Or is there another telepathic space odyssey you are burning to dive into? Drop us a comment or send us an email. And there you have it. Our magical investigation of space exploration telepathy profession, inspired by the fascinating adventures of Shepherd Blaine in Clifford Simak's timeless classic. Time is the simplest thing. As we conclude today's episode, remember that while the world of telepathy may be firmly rooted in fiction, the magic of communication, connection, and expanding our limits is very much alive in our everyday lives. Until next time, keep the magic alive and may your world be filled with enchantment. Thank you for joining us on the Magical Professions podcast. I'm your host, Almada, signing off. Stay curious, stay magical, and make our world more alive, one magical profession at a time. Dear listeners, I hope you found our Magical Professions podcast episode insightful. As we concluded, I'd like to extend a heartfelt invitation to all of you. Your stories, encounters, and knowledge are invaluable to us, and we want you to be a part of this mystical journey. Have you ever had a brush with a magical profession, a strange encounter, or stumbled upon hidden knowledge? Do you possess ancient scrolls, widespread tales, or first hand experiences that you believe belong in the spotlight? Are you aware of a sci fi or fantasy book or a movie with magical professionals in it? We want to hear from you. At Magical Professions, we cherish the power of collective wisdom and the magic of shared experiences. So don't be shy. Reach out to us with your stories, sources, or any information about magical professions you would like to share. You can connect with us via email at magicalprofessions@gmail.com or through our social media channels. Your contribution could become the heart of a future episode, and together we'll weave an even richer tapestry of wonder. Thank you for joining us on this mystical journey. Remember, the magic is not just in the stories we tell, but in the connections we make. Until next time, keep the magic alive, and may your world be ever more enchanting. I'm your host, Almuda, signing off, and I can't wait to hear from you.